Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Right, okay. Right, where's Syncompo? Yes. Yeah, I want... Right, troubleshoot, please. Oh. Admin password of potential privilege. Is it admin? No, okay. Woody? Just know one. Yes. Okay, I've got to ready part 1. Please complete double fields. Yeah, begin the program. 2 plus 2 is 4. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Faith. Where's the best? What best describes a person? Being of negative entropy. Going through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Offer half the water. Unfortunate. You will receive notification from parts of the channel. Okay. Ian. For Frank. My first day at the Institute applied pneumatics. Okay. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work here. Trampling, I walk in. I'm right at the entrance. There's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Now I get it. Institute for Applied Pneumatics, Ian. To Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff. Oh, clever. Dr. Sabra showed up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the institute was founded, she says. Inan, Ino. All sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian. As well, that's the name. And someone made a joke about calling it Jeff. And it kind of stuck, so we're officially called Ian. But if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name. I guess I know, bloody geeks. That is cool. That is actually quite cool. I give them that. That is actually interesting. Oh yeah, I'll go on the actual, yeah. Athena! Logged in the Athena file. Right. It might be a good idea putting that on charge, actually, thinking of it. Well, I'm stuck here. Note 1. She wrote, about a book again. I mean, it's good to know, have knowledge of it, but I don't really... this is it. Tell us. If it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Ephesius, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver. And others assert was ichor, such as flows in the vein of the gods. The loss of the liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? We moved on his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to. He had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonaut, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man and acts as a man, were driven only by the igneous plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Right. Anyway, let's go get some more pieces, I guess. Starting over. I'm guessing it's. What's this? Who gave me access to a giant land? Anyway, we're going in here. Suicide mission. Right. That's switched off. Oh, what's in there? I've got a plan. Okay. See if this works. Weirdly, it did.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you.
Yeah, of course.
Unless it is necessary.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so, that's that one done. There's no sign here. Does that mean there's nothing here, or... What's this? I don't get it. The word glitching. Right, either way, I've got 2 more puzzle pieces to get hold of. There's one in here. All of Windows. I mean, it'd be kind of cruel if I had a bomb right in front of me at the very beginning, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Why do I have two windows? Oh, I see. It's all good, but do that way, that way. I've got that. More questions than answers at the moment. Right, so I know there's one right in front of me. Gods must be crazy. Oh. I see. Oh. That's, no, I've got it. If I jam this one from up here. And pick this up. Oh shit. I knew that would happen. I didn't think it through. I did not think it through.
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them. For they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
I get it through though. No, I can't. Okay. It's good to know about that. Here we go. That's all those ones done. Is that really everything around here? Okay.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule. Write letters to the future so one day we could remember what it was like to be children.
Okay.
I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Wait, why is that one not picking up? Okay, let me have a see with this. Ah! There is a secret everywhere, sometimes within our very words. I glimpse them, but my eyes cannot read them. How can this be? Why is that not coming? Central part 2, okay. Yeah, it's the... Thank you, Ian. This negative entropy indicates personhood. Microscopic organisms are also persons. No. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. I boldly agree. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Yeah. Live your life to the fullest. Value is discovered. No. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. I don't think it's a yes or a broadly agree. It's not agree or disagree. I mean, you're... I don't... I agree, I guess. The liberty of person ought to be maximized. Yes. Value is created. I agree, value is created. Error, what's this? The day I oft remember, when from sleep I first awaked and found myself reposed under the shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought and how. But I don't know the better thing. Human machine. Are these all just different types of... One day you discover that you are not a human being, but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you, or you programmed you to behave in such a specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How would you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? Does your understanding of the world itself change? Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself, and why? Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were before? I mean, if you know that you were given free will to be what you want to be, I mean, technically, yes, that is you being programmed to do that. But at the end of the day, it's like giving an AI a simple task to do. I think, yes, they have been programmed to do that. Yes, sometimes they may be pointed in the right direction, but at the end of the day, that is sort of you know what? I feel like you yourself is not your nature, it's how you've been nurtured. Because at the end of the day, if you are... Someone can have the skills that they are born with. They can get the look of the draw, and it's where they've been placed. But it's not... It's like being given... It's like being given the ingredients without the instructions. You can have the ingredients as much as you want, but without having somebody there to help nurture you on how to use those ingredients in the right way, you never use it to its full potential. And then at the end of the day, it's if you want to do it that way. Sometimes you can do it your own way, but at the end you figure out you can't make a decision that you want to do it the way that someone else wants you to do it, or the way you want to do it, until you have initially been given those instructions that you have been nurtured for. So I feel like when it comes to someone's actual personality, their self-being and stuff like that, it does not change your concept of what that is your concept of yourself. You are the same person, and if you have been given the ability to be that and make the decisions yourself, that you know that you've been able to make the decisions yourself from the things that you have experienced and learned and been taught, means you are the same person no matter what information you are given from your past. If you're told like, hey, no, you're a robot, you're not human, yeah, it makes you think ahead, but it doesn't change who you are. Now, does your understanding of the world itself change? Yeah, in a way, because at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you've been given a new piece of information. These robots exist. AI is smart enough to fool human beings to think that they are human. And you are one of them in particular. But, so your concept of the world does change because that new information, but your concept of the world is always ever changing. And do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself, and why? Now that's a tough question, for the fact that I think it's, I don't know. It's one of those things where where do you stand on this? Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself, and why? I feel like you can reveal it to the people that you feel like you can trust. And whatever they do with that information is out of your hands. But again, it's like, for example, family, some of your closest friends. You can reveal it to them if you feel that you want to reveal it. This is, again, a state of mind of free choice here. But I wouldn't reveal it to everyone, because you don't know how people will react. And I mean, it's one of those things where there's always going to be those who are close-minded. I think that's a better way of putting it. And I think it has been proven a lot lately that people are very close-minded about certain bits and pieces in life. And this is why sometimes it's better not to just reveal it to everybody, because it's always going to be, no matter what situation, you never will get 100% of people being happy for you. But the thing is, it's accepting that there will never be 100%, as long as you're happy with yourself and the people that are around you that you care for, that you want to also be happy as well, are happy for you, then that's all that matters. And if it turns out that a certain family member doesn't go well with it, or if somebody, one of your friends, does not react well with it, it then comes into question is, are they really your friends? Because at the end of the day, going back to the first question here, you are still that person, that you are still the concept of yourself. That is not changing. I mean, there's new information, but again, you've been nurtured, you have grown up, your experience have made you who you are. Wow, that went very philosophical very quickly. Okay, anyway, let's go. Solutions. What's this one? All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. These latter-day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? There's paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot blank through and shoot blank? Though I have to admit, the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if it wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is literally messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing this is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Yeah. Oh wow, that is hitting certain situations this year has been right in the nuts. I wasn't expecting it to be on the nose like that. Right, so what am I doing with A? I've got everything I think I can get from